Joining me via Zoom, he is in Chicago Friday night. The UA Next Elite 24 game is in Chicago. He is participating in that, a Kentucky commit, top 5 player nationally. Justin Edwards is on via Zoom. Justin, how you doing, man?
Good. How you, Coach? I said, Coach. My bad.
It's all right, man. What are you, a little sleep deprived or what, man? I see you rubbing your eyes a little bit. Everything okay? You have a
Yeah,
long
man.
trip or
I
what?
went back upstairs to take a little nap, trying to
I
be
get
100% ready for tonight.
Fantastic. Well, it speaks to it's been a pretty crazy summer for you, really a crazy 2, 3 years. Take us through the entire summer. You play AAU, you obviously make your college commitment. It just seems like one day after the other, after the other. You were at Pangos All American camp where I was earlier this summer. How surreal, how crazy has this summer been for you?
It's been real crazy because like when I wanted to focus on the main schools, it was like schools still trying to recruit me. So I'm like, dang, I don't know. Like UCLA offered me, Michigan offered me. I'm like, dang, I'm just focused on the schools that I got in mind. But it's like it also was like I was like overwhelmed with it. So it was like I was playing bad some of the times. Like I felt like I wouldn't say I played bad. I just felt like I wasn't myself like out on the court. I feel like the recruitment and like the with the colleges was just too much for me. At towards the end of like the recruitment process.
Yeah, it's interesting. I saw you at Pangos and we talked very briefly, and that was the sense that I got as well. I know you appreciate the correspondence and all that from the coaches and stuff, but it did feel like, and I think you've even said publicly outside of this interview, it was a little bit overwhelming for you. What was it like? As you kind of knew you were down to 2, 3 schools, whatever, and you still have people calling, and I'm guessing that's probably part of the reason why you made the decision in the summer like you did, just to kind of settle once and for all where you were going to go.
Um, Wait, repeat it again. My bad.
Yeah, just really, you said it at Pangos that you were kind of ready to kind of wrap things up. I was just talking about how stressful it must have been in a good way. I know you appreciate all these coaches reaching out, but then two, I'm assuming that's probably part of why you made your decision in the summer. Once you settled, once you knew, you were ready to get the whole thing over with.
Yeah, I felt like once I I knew where I was going like in Peace Jam, so that's why I was like able to be myself again. Like not I wouldn't yeah like I felt like I wasn't myself, but once I figured out where I wanted to go, I was able to like out of the no it was like it was always out of Tennessee, Kentucky, so it was like but it was just them going back and forth that held like that just had a lot of pressure on me. But once I figured out where I wanted to go, I was back to myself.
Fantastic. I know you've talked about it, but Tennessee obviously for a long time was deemed to be a leader. Kentucky is the ultimate school. I mean, now that the decision is done, and I know you have ultimate respect for both coaching staffs. I do too. I know Coach Barnes very well. What was it that allowed Kentucky to, at least from the outside, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, take the lead, and then ultimately, what allowed you to make that decision?
Um, I just like I said, like it really came down to me just following my dream. Like I set a dream out for myself as a little kid that I always wanted to play for Kentucky. So it was like once the dream came true, it was like, it was like it's there. So like just take it.
I know it's pretty obvious, but what was it about Kentucky? What was it when you watched them as a kid and obviously as you evolved as a basketball player?
Just how they play and just how many people he's got it done with and just trying to get them back. Like, yeah, just how many people he's got it done with and how many people has been to to pros, and that's where I wanted to get.
What do you what let me ask you this. You know, what is your so you were born what, 2002, 2003, somewhere in there?
2003.
What was your first Kentucky memory? Because probably even like John Wall and Anthony Davis are probably a little bit young for you, right?
Um, I'm gonna be honest. I never like watched Kentucky on TV. I just used to love watching Kentucky basketball highlights. I used to just click on
Sure.
highlights and just watch. Like it was either John Wall, Anthony Davis, or Devin Booker. Just always watch something Kentucky. Like growing up, I think I had a Kentucky. Did I have a Kentucky? I think I had a Kentucky jersey growing up. Like just to have. Like yeah, I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really remember, but I think I did.
You're from Philly, right? Did anyone
Yeah.
give you a hard time? It wasn't a Nova jersey, it wasn't a Temple jersey?
Nah.
Nah. What has your experience been, kind of being on campus? Have you had a chance yet to really experience what Big Blue Nation is all about, the passion that they have for their teams, all that stuff?
You're talking about after I committed or before?
Either one. Yeah, either one.
No, I didn't go after I committed. I probably will, but when I went up there on my official, it was good. Like the one thing that you probably didn't know that Kentucky has bluegrass.
Really? I've been there. I actually didn't know that. Is that true, or are you messing with me?
No, that's what I think it was Coach Orlando. I think he said they had bluegrass, but it looked green or
Did you,
something like that. He said
did you see it with your own two eyes, or what?
I couldn't see it, but they was like the grass is blue. I'm like,
I think
yeah.
Coach O is messing with you, and he's messing with me, man. Real quick, first of all, looking ahead to the Under Armour game for Kentucky fans that are going to tune in tonight, what do you hope to show them just in terms of who you are, what type of player you are, all that stuff?
That I'm a winner. Like we're about to go out here and win the game, and I'm gonna be myself, play my game, and hopefully win MVP.
Well, speaking of winner, you're coming to Kentucky with some really talented people around you. I mean, outside of the players that are currently on the roster, Rob Dillingham's committed, Reed Shepherd's committed. Do you know much about them? Have you gotten to know them at
Yeah,
all?
those are my guys, man. Those are my guys. I
Well, give
talked
us.
to me and Rob relationship. I feel like I wouldn't say it got close, but it got like closer than what it was. Like we always chat. We be trying to recruit other people, but we can like that's my homie.
So for those of us, Rob doesn't do a lot of media stuff with guys like me. Tell us a little bit about Rob, his game, what you like, and what you're excited about playing with him for.
Um, I feel like he has a different type of playing style. I feel like he I don't know. He plays smooth. I would say he plays smooth. I feel like he doesn't I don't know. That's hard to describe. Like I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's like he has his own unique game. Like he has like a kind of a street ball game. Like like with all the moves, the passes, all that. Like that's tough.
What about Reed? Do you know him at all?
I didn't really get to watch Reed play because he was in the Adidas
Yeah.
circuit. So it's like, but
I was
yeah,
there. I was there in LA. He looked awesome. So I think he's going to bring some athleticism, some toughness on the wing, all that. You said you guys are recruiting some people. Can you share who that might be that you're recruiting?
trying to get Aaron Bradshaw, and DJ. I don't yeah, DJ and Ryan Holland.
How would you rate yourself as a recruiter so far?
Um, I give myself an 8.5. I gotta push it up a
Okay.
notch.
What do we got to do to get you to a 10 then?
I just gotta lock in more. I feel like I've been busy with basketball and camps and stuff, so I haven't really had a chance to like hit them and talk about it.
Think you can close the deal? You think you can beat Coach Cal and Coach Antigua and close the deal?
Yeah, I think I can do it. Yeah.
Really good. Couple quick things before we go. I mean, obviously, still a year before you attend Kentucky. One, I know you're not a big watch the games guy. Have you seen any of the highlights from their Bahamas game so far? Anything like that?
Yeah, I was just talking about that. Like they just won 102-40. I'm like, I love to
Good.
see it. I said that yesterday when I saw it on the Kentucky's basketball page.
I'll tell you, Jacob Toppin looks really, really, really good right now, and Damian Collins too. Do you know any of the guys on the current team?
Uh, Nah, but you want to know something crazy?
Tell me.
I played against Lance Ware my freshman year, and
Okay.
he dunked on and he I wouldn't say he dunked on me, but he dunked on me. But it was like I'm a freshman, so it was like that's crazy.
Was that your welcome to big time high school hoops moment?
Basically, in front of it was during the live period too, so it was in front of everybody.
You gonna make sure you get back at them next year when you get to Kentucky?
Yeah, man, I got to, man. I got to redeem myself.
Fantastic. Last one. I mean, it's your senior year going into, obviously you still have a year left. What are you hoping to kind of improve on and get better on, obviously tonight, but just in general over the next year to kind of, make sure to bring the next level of your game to Kentucky a year from now?
Getting like all the little stuff, like getting stronger, my right hand, being a better shooter. Like I'm a streaky shooter, and all the I think yeah, and changing my diet and stuff, like changing it early so when I get there, like I'm already like prepared.
Well, what are you eating right now, man?
Come on now, you should know that, man.
Yeah, I know. Probably a lot
And
of
it's not. I would say it's not healthy, but I'm gonna change it. I got it. I got to.
got to, man. Justin Edwards, anything else you want to share with Kentucky fans or anybody that's watching the Under Armour game on Friday night, ESPNU?
Watch me get this dub, man. Lock in. Tune in at 7 o'clock.
MVP, MVP, win, team player, everything, man. Justin, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you. Have a great afternoon, okay?
No
We'll be
problem.
watching.
Appreciate you.